Did Selena Gomez actually just shade Hailey Bieber over the acquisition of her beauty brand Rhode Skin? That's what people are saying. Let's dive in and find out what today's beauty news has in store. So you probably have heard by now that Hailey Bieber's Rhode Skin beauty company was purchased by e.l.f. and now they said it was for $1 billion, and so they actually was a press release that was put out and they said that the company was bought for $1 billion, and people were saying, oh, Hailey Bieber is a billionaire now. But there is some actual updates with that story as well. Many of you had mentioned that this is not necessarily true, and upon further research, it does seem that there might be a bit more to that story, but let's get into that in a moment. But first, let's talk about Selena Gomez. Now, people are saying that Selena Gomez's company, Rare Beauty, posted this photo today that they say is actually throwing shade at Hailey Bieber. So according to the Daily Mail, Selena Gomez is actually accused of shading Hailey Bieber following the sale of her beauty brand Rhode. Selena's company was accused of poking fun at the sale, and fans on X were not amused and slammed the brand, the Rare Beauty brand that is. So just one day after Hailey Bieber's Rhode Skin made the announcement that they were bought out by e.l.f., Selena's company Rare Beauty posted 2 snaps of Selena, and they simply captured these pictures still here. One of the images showed Selena blowing a kiss towards the camera, while another featured her staring into the lens, and according to the Daily Mail, she had a very sultry look on her face. But many fans are convinced that Selena was actually poking fun at Hailey's sale with the post, and they were not amused. Hailey's supporters quickly came and responded under the post with lots of angry messages, and they were super heated. They said, it seems like Hailey is always on Selena's mind. Guys, what do you think? Do you think that's actually true? Because just because she took a picture blowing a kiss, I mean, she could be blowing that kiss to Benny, like who knows, to her mom. It could be anybody. Why would it have to do anything with Hailey Bieber? What do you guys think? But a lot of people did respond why they think she was shading Hailey. People were writing under the picture and commenting the way she's actually shady as hell. Another person said, she actually pisses me off, like, move on, you're a grown woman. Someone else said, OMG, they never miss an opportunity to shade. What do you guys think? I personally, I don't see it. Do you guys see the shade? I don't see the shade. And Rare Beauty is always posting positivity. They're always posting uplifting messages. So, because people are saying, oh, they're always looking for an opportunity to throw shade. Are we looking at the same page? Are we looking at the same company? Because from what I see, Rare Beauty is always trying to uplift people. I've never seen them throwing shade. Have you guys? And why would they be throwing shade at Hailey? You know, Hailey has essentially a skincare company, and Rare Beauty is primarily makeup. So I don't even consider them the same thing. But apparently now with the e.l.f. acquisition of Rhode, e.l.f. is planning to have Rhode Beauty in Sephora by the fall. So now they'll both be in store. But I feel like, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I feel like, do you think Selena cares? I don't know. Really, I can't imagine that she would care to throw shade or anything like that. What do you guys think? But let me know what you guys think down below. And then another topic that's really coming up is a lot of people are really angry that, you know, that they're saying that this is $1 billion deal and that Hailey's a billionaire now. And as many of you reached out and told me, and also I looked further online, it actually is not $1 billion deal, although it's great, it's a wonderful deal, but it's actually not $1 billion deal. According to Allure magazine, it was not $1 billion deal, and you know, Hailey is not actually a billionaire now. I believe one of you beauties had mentioned she has a 30% stake in the Rhode Beauty company, or the Rhode Skin company, and then according to Allure magazine, they wrote a story and they said Hailey Bieber is a great entrepreneur. She did not make $1 billion this week. They said in Allure magazine, her major deal to sell Rhode isn't quite as simple as a 10-figure direct deposit. Let's take a look at why. And Allure actually posted a video to their social media accounts, and they stated that the brand Rhode was sold for more than $500 million. So they said that was accurate, yet commenters were quick to respond to the Allure post, and they told Allure that the number was wrong. So Allure magazine states, after we looked at the transactional details laid out in the press release, we realized we wouldn't be 100% comfortable in stating that Bieber had sold Rhode for $1 billion. It describes the deal as being comprised of $800 million of consideration payable at closing in a combination of cash and stock, subject to customary adjustments, and an additional potential earnout consideration of $200 million based on the future growth of the brand over a 3-year time frame. Since $200 million of that $1 billion is hypothetical, we pause before putting $1 billion in the Allure headlines and social content. And Allure magazine also said, and that $800 million figure itself, as stated in the release, is a combination of $600 million of cash, $200 million, or approximately $2.6 million in shares of newly issued shares of e.l.f. Beauty, common stock issued to existing equity holders of Rhode. So apparently it's not a $1 billion deal, but it's still a great deal for Hailey. I guess, as a person that she had stated that she wanted to sell her company someday. Apparently they said she did $200 million in sales. But what do you guys think? Because a lot of people are just not really happy for Hailey. I appreciate that Hailey I think she does have a great aesthetic. I love how when Hailey Bieber came on the scene, for me, essentially, like I'm sure other people have heard of her before, I just saw her on social media after maybe she married Justin Bieber. And I really liked that she presented herself in a more natural way than what was going on social media before she sort of arrived on the scene on social media, because she really came out looking very natural, and she would have hollowing under her eyes. She would show wrinkling on her eyes. She would not look perfect. She didn't come out with these hair extensions, whereas prior to that, you were seeing everybody doing the Kylie Jenner, injecting their faces like crazy. Everything had to be injected. Lips had to be huge. Under eyes had to be injected. If you weren't injected, you just felt like such an outsider. I know I felt so bad about myself seeing the hollowing, and people kept telling me I needed to get it injected. And then once Hailey came with her aesthetic, promoting this look, promoting this vibe to look more natural and to have your circles under your eyes, I personally really appreciated that. I love how she has these delicate tattoos. I think she has a great style. And so I don't know the whole story though. I know there's a lot of people who know a bunch of backstory with her and Selena. I don't really know about that because I didn't follow that whole situation with Selena and Justin. I really didn't follow that. But if that's true, that's really sad. But I personally, again, I don't know about that. I just know that I can appreciate that e.l.f. likes her vibe. As a creative director now, she's going to be on the team. But people are really mad because e.l.f. is raising their prices by $1 because of this acquisition. So a lot of people are very upset about that. But the reason that they partnered with Hailey supposedly is so they can get into Sephora. And how great is that going to be when you can go into Sephora and you can purchase e.l.f. super affordable makeup, so high quality, and it's going to have the same branding essentially as all the other luxury brands because it's in the same store. And I think that's going to be really nice that everybody can go in store. Everybody can go in store to Sephora and buy something nice because they definitely can pick up something from e.l.f. It's going to be still affordable, definitely more affordable than a lot of the products in store. So I think that's really wonderful that everybody's going to be included now, that they can go in Sephora, they could shop, because I know I used to go to Sephora and I couldn't buy anything and it really makes you feel bad. So now I can buy what I want now, but I know a lot of people can't. So it's very expensive, to buy a $40 lip gloss or something. Well, even now myself that I can afford, I would purchase the e.l.f. So it's really good because it's the best. It's amazing. It is super amazing makeup. It is just the quality is the same as the high priced makeup and as the luxury makeup. It really is. It is exactly the same, if not better many times. So I think that's really great. So I think that's really wonderful. And so for that reason, I don't know very much about Hailey Bieber's, the whole story, but I know that I'm really happy that e.l.f.'s going to be in the e.l.f.'s going to be in Sephora. And, you know, and I think Hailey does have a lot of good ideas, because I feel like she brought that whole lip peptide and the lip balm. I feel like she made that very hot, because I don't remember anybody doing that before her, where she came out with these lip balms, and all of a sudden now lip balms are the rage, and lip balms are like the #1 thing to buy at Sephora. So I really feel like she, you know, did bring that to, I'm sure like K Beauty was doing that, but she kind of brought it to just the attention of everybody's eyes. So everybody wants to have a lip balm now. So I think that's really great. I think she does have a great, you know, that was really great of her. But a lot of people people are just not happy about this acquisition, and they're mad that e.l.f. is going to cost more money now. A lot of people are just really invested in the relationship with Justin and her relationship with him and the things going on. But I really, you know, again, I'm just here for the skincare and the makeup. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? What are your thoughts on this e.l.f. acquisition of Hailey Bieber's company? Do you think Selena actually shaded Hailey? I personally, I don't think so, but what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys are all doing good. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and also give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And that's pretty much it. Let me know if you're excited for e.l.f. to be in Sephora. They say hopefully it's gonna happen, so hopefully that will happen. And let me know your thoughts, guys. And that's pretty much it. I hope you're all doing good, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.